You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, these WNBA players, they just can't help themselves. I mean, if something good happens, and something good did happen for them, they just landed that $260 million per year media rights deal, and it's $200 million, and then they're negotiating another $60. But that's $260 million a year. It's about $3 billion over a little more than a decade. I still think it's an overpay, but okay, fine. Their ratings have went up quite a bit. And we know why the ratings have went up quite a bit. Caitlin Clark, all right? Plain and simple, all-time greatest college player comes out, goes into the WNBA, ratings skyrocket, revenue skyrocket, and attendance skyrockets. And it led a bunch of these players to get very jealous and petty very quickly. And then we started seeing something even uglier. Race was involved, okay? Race was involved. And led by the best player in the league right now, till Caitlin gets another couple of years under her. But right now, A'ja Wilson is the best player in the league. Well, she has come out and she has made some more comments, and it is like these players just don't want these new fans. Even though the new fans are the ones that drive the revenue, plain and simple. And it kills me how they continue to believe they have to demand who people are going to watch and who they're going to consume. Now, one thing I know, and it's something you will never hear me do, I'm never going to tell anybody to do what do. I'm never going to demand that somebody spends their money a certain way. I didn't earn their money. Or demand or take their time to consume or watch something if they don't care about it. As an adult, that's your decision. Right? Well, A'ja Wilson has come out and she has made more comments regarding the Caitlin Clark experience, the Caitlin Clark effect. And once again, this is just littered with hate. Now she's mad that I guess men are watching the WNBA. By the way, women weren't watching it either. I did those figures for everybody about 3 months ago. It's always been 2/3 men that's consumed this league, which is kind of funny because the women have all been mad about the monetary amounts of money that these players are making, but they're not watching the league either. You know what I mean? So let's go with this. I mean, seriously. A'ja Wilson, arguably the best player in the WNBA right now, the two-time MVP, looks well on her way to earning the award for a third time this season. She's a dominant force. I'm not going to act like she's not. I've watched her play a couple of times. She can ball out. But her attitude, a lot like these other players, it's a major turnoff. All right? And here she is. She's going to be making these statements, and it's going to have a lot of fans, particularly new fans, shaking their heads. It just doesn't make sense the way these players are feeling right now. They are so jealous, and it is so obvious. It really is. So, let's scroll down here. Wilson, who graced the cover of Maria Clary's Women's in Sports issue, I guess there she is right there, sent a strong message on the Caitlin Clark effect and the sudden concern over the high level of physicality. Good grief. Quote, I felt like I was mentally tired in that whole whirlwind of people constantly saying, A'ja, you're only known because of Caitlin Clark. We're only here because of Caitlin, Wilson told Maria Clary's Andrea Stanley. And that's great. I get that. But while you're here, I'm not going to let you discredit me or the work that I've done or my teammates or the people who came before have done. Not going to let us? Seriously? The arrogance. People are going to consume what they want to consume and who they want to consume. Whether you like it or not, and it's not up to A'ja Wilson to let anybody do anything. Seriously. I mean, that's the ego in this is absolutely absurd. As for players getting beat up on, quote, "This is a physical sport. I know you think I'm a lady and that I cannot fight and get down and gritty in the post, but I can. It's my job and it's what I love to do." I don't think this is what A'ja Wilson doesn't understand. When everybody was talking about the physicality of the game, nobody was bringing her up. I mean, honestly, I'm just being real here. Nobody was talking about her. That was about Caitlin Clark getting the absolute crap beat out of her by a bunch of players that you can tell blatantly cannot stand her. I mean, seriously. With so many new eyes on the league, Wilson is also seeing a lot of ill-informed takes, especially the rhetoric that veterans hate the rookies. No, the veterans don't hate the rookies. They just hate one rookie. And it's pretty obvious. It really is. No matter how much mental gymnastics or any other kinds of clarifications you want to add, nobody's buying that now. Seriously. We have all been rookies before, so why would I hate on the rookie class now all of a sudden? Because one came into the league that moved the needle in a way that you couldn't. That's why. I've been in the same spot. I've been in that heat. I've been in that seat. No, you haven't. I mean, you just haven't. You were getting 425,000 viewers to a game. Caitlin Clark's getting over 2 million at times. Stop it. It's ridiculous. The 27-year-old South Carolina alum said, "So for me as a veteran, to hear that there are these men right here, I mean, seriously, that there are these men talking gibberish and garbage and trying to pit us against each other, it really kind of stung me a little bit." Well, you know what? You know what kind of stung us? Was you making this a racial thing? Way back on May 13th, 2024, this year. Seriously, all because you were bent out of shape that you didn't have a Nike signature shoe deal. I mean, come on. The jealousy around this player. She was one of the first that started this Caitlin Clark crap. And all the hate that these players have brought in and around her. And it's jealousy. Yes, I think a lot of people aren't dumb. They know you're a two-time WNBA champion and MVP, and nobody cared. And that's what stung these players. It just is what it is. All right? Caitlin Clark brought in a massive fan base. I don't know if these players didn't understand what was fixing to happen to this league and the popularity that was about to come in, or the fact that they were witnessing it happen and it just crawled all over them and they couldn't stand it. Well, that was supposed to be me. Look at how great I am. No, I didn't want to look. It wasn't interesting. Sorry. And nobody has to apologize for that. Nobody has to give a damn either. Seriously. I mean, nobody has to consume any player or team they don't want to. It's kind of like, remember all these players when the new viewers started coming in, you heard these players, well, people need to show respect and do their research on the previous players that came before they started watching. No, I don't want to give my time to that. Sorry. I just don't. I'm too busy. Not going to. If I would have cared about those players or this league, would have been watching it this whole time. I wasn't. I want to watch Caitlin Clark and her team to see how well they do. In particular, to be honest, and watch that team and her put all you jealous players flat on your asses, too. That's part of it. Yeah, I'm sort of rooting for that. Because these players have been so jealous, petty, and in terms like this, I'm taking a shot at men. I mean, y'all mad because we've called you out as an activist basketball league full of black lesbians, and then you complain about men and wonder why you're catching some heat? Well, okay. Thanks for walking right into that one. Wow, unbelievable. Seriously. I guess you're supposed to care who Asia Wilson is. Yeah, I've watched her play. She can really play. Her attitude obviously sucks. I mean, blatant jealousy here. Tell me what you think, guys. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.